can't you save yourself? I don't deserve your heart or hell. I'm drowning your devotion to me. Baby, we can't fight our nature. I'm your demon, you're my savior. You bring out my worst behavior. Worst behavior. Worst behavior. Baby, we can't fight our nature. I'm your demon, you're my savior. You bring out my worst behavior. I remember when the bartender said it's on the house. You make me wanna fall in love. The weather felt better when we were in it together. I miss the way we used to talk about nothing. I hate to say I should have seen it coming. Last summer, everything was easy. We had it all, didn't we, baby? No wonder you couldn't keep it. It got harder than you thought it would be. You stopped loving me on the dark nights. Now you won't kiss me in the sunlight. Last summer, I know you'll leave me. 'Cause loving me is the deep sleep. Cause loving me is the deep sleep. Cause loving me is the deep sleep. If you wanted to talk, you would've texted. If I wanted to stop, I would've let it go. But I get it, it's alright. 'Cause I can't keep my shit together. Safe, you can't debate that. Don't want shit to get better. 'Cause it made me forget it all and I hate that. Last summer, everything was easy. We had it all, didn't we, baby? No wonder you couldn't keep it. It got harder than you thought it would be. You stopped loving me on the dark nights. Now you won't kiss me in the sunlight. Last summer, I know you'll leave me. 'Cause loving me is the deep sleep. Cause loving me is the deep sleep. Cause loving me is the deep sleep. I took our love and I put it on ice. This bed is cold and it don't feel right. Ain't nobody else could love me like that. You love me like that, no. If you give me space, then I'll give you the sky. Yeah, you got me thinking we could try. Ain't nobody else could love me like that. You love me like that. When I said it's over, thought I really meant that. Now I'm wanting you back, so just hold me closer. Ain't nobody like us, now I know. So come on and love
Hello everyone, good evening, and welcome back to USA States Cup 2021, brought to you by HyperX. I am this one guy, and I'd like to welcome you all to the quarterfinals weekend of this year's tournament. We've made it through 2 entire weeks of play. We are now here with the last 8 in the winners bracket. And of course, the remaining 16 of 24 teams down there in the losers bracket, trying to stay alive, desperately clawing their way through one match at a time down in that losers bracket. Tonight, we just have one match. It's going to be the first match in the losers bracket featuring teams Maryland and Illinois. Maryland, of course, we saw last week there against NorCal, having a pretty rough go of things. They were defeated 5-0. Looking to keep the run going just a little bit longer, though. Kama minus, Stale Human, Leotic, Svenjing, and Sungjai trying to keep things going. At least one match more here in this year's tournament. And their opponents, Illinois, defeated team Iowa 5-3 last week in the losers bracket. Tuco, Parakeet, Flammy, Ninja Fortnite, Jefflex, and Buidon May trying to see if they can't keep things afloat for themselves. Both these teams, you know, kind of you're expected somewhere around here, top 16, top 24, give or take. So we'll see which of them can come out on top tonight. 2 pretty evenly matched rosters. I would give maybe just a small edge to Maryland based on their performance last year. Kama minus looked very good, but hard to fully count out a team that has some players like Parakeet. I mean, dude's pretty high skill cap, but roster maybe just not quite as well rounded as their opponent. So thinking to give the edge to team Maryland this evening, who were, of course, last year finishing in that 16 through 20 or 17 through 24 spot. Illinois, for their part, did manage to finish top 12 last year. They were in that 9th through 12th, so a difficult one to try to run back this year with a somewhat weaker squad, but trying to make the best of the situation for themselves. And as you can see, of course, a lot of matches coming up this weekend as we start to get into our first warm-up here. We will, I'm going to talk through that real quickly. You won't be able to see it all. We're going to get into the first warm-up here from Team Maryland. So tonight, of course, as I said, just this one match. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern, straight through. New York versus Nevada, Pennsylvania versus Minnesota, Georgia versus Stateless, and Michigan versus Connecticut. Back to back to back to back. Going into the evening hours, we've got Arizona, Washington at 10 p.m. Eastern, and NorCal versus Massachusetts, 11:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Those a couple of the late matches this week. We've got some teams that I guess are just night owls. I'm going to have to drink a lot of coffee and energy drinks, I think, in order to get through those, because yikers. And we see quite the warm-up here. A little crab rave action. Fun stuff. I think, as I said, though, a big player to watch out for in this one is going to be Kama. He looked really good last week. I believe was their best performer. I'm going to take a look and see if I can't verify that. Let's see, Team Illinois. Actually, Parakeet was the, I think, best performer. Let's take a peek. Oh, Parakeet, other team. Maryland top performer. Sorry, I'm trying to look at two teams at once here. Yeah, Kama was their best performer overall. Played all 5 maps. Percent max of 71.47. Did pretty alright for himself. On the Illinois side, Parakeet was their best performer. Played 6 of their 8 maps. Also a 74% max, so nice matching statistics on both sides there. And we go through the first warm-up, move over to Illinois side, see what they've got to show this week. Nice little FC from Kama there. But yeah, I think Kama and Minus both looked really solid. I mean, it was a 5-0 loss, so there's only so much you can take away from it. But they both played all 5 maps. With Svenjing playing a few as well. Leotic and Steelhuman came in for 1 map apiece. Svenjing did not, or Sunjai did not play any maps. He has not played a single map yet, actually, for Maryland. Kama and Minus both at 100% maps played. Leotic actually has their team's best percent max, but he also doesn't play that many maps, so it's kind of hard to make a lot out of that. Like, he was 1 of 5 maps last week. Just did well on it. Interestingly enough, nobody on Illinois has played every map. Their highest is Tuco at 10 of the 14 maps that their team has played so far. Which is interesting. Usually expect to see, you know, somebody or other playing basically everything. Not here, though. So we will go into the second warm-up, that of Team Illinois. Is this a full version? Yeah, it is. 3 minutes. Okay, well, this is a good song, right? Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate situation, I feel like, this week, because I guess most people into OSU tournaments are probably relative night owls. I feel like that's pretty common. But like 3 of the 4 quarterfinals are at 10 p.m. Eastern time or later. So hope you guys are prepared for some late nights. I feel like it's like a tradition of USC is just to have absurdly late matches on weekdays. I don't know how it ends up happening year after year. Takes me back to 2018, 5 a.m. UTC Tuesday. Quite the throwback. That was actually Illinois against SoCal. Illinois against SoCal. That's who that was. Went to a tiebreaker at about, I don't know, 2 a.m. I think it was about 6 UTC, give or take, maybe 6:30 UTC. That was a classic. One of the moments in USC history. So, with this being losers bracket, of course, these teams do have potential matches for whoever wins. Loser is eliminated, but the winner will go on to losers bracket round 3 to be played on Sunday. They will be playing against the winner of Michigan versus Connecticut, a match that is going to be happening tomorrow afternoon. Of course, the fun part about, you know, these later on rounds in losers bracket, trying to keep track of everything that is happening and could happen. the potential matches are always fun to tag along with, but for the most part, with 6, I want to say, of the 8 losers bracket round 2 matches are going to be played, today or tomorrow. So mostly everything will be set by Sunday, with the exception of Colorado versus Oregon and New Jersey versus Oklahoma. And yes, I'm doing this from memory. I don't have a problem, I swear to God. But those 2 matches will both be Sunday afternoon Eastern time. I think we'll be able to see one of them. I don't believe there's time in the schedule for both, but don't quote me on that quite yet. No, actually, I do quote me on that, because New Jersey versus Oklahoma, if it is, I think, 22 UTC, 6 p.m. Eastern, that's the same time as the Florida versus Carolina winners bracket quarterfinal. So that match is just gone, unfortunately. It does not exist. I do not see it. All right, so we are going to go into the ban phase now. This week does go to best of 11 matches, increases the pool size, and there will now be 2 bans per team. So we're going to start off with the first ban from Maryland. It's going to be Hidden 2 Shotgun Senorita, which is a fully new combo Air 8 hidden map. I almost don't feel like that's worth banning, because I don't think Illinois would pick it, but they're going to ban it because they don't want to have to deal with it, which I suppose is respectable. But I don't know that I see Illinois being a team that would, like, immediately go for that map. But, I guess I can be wrong. So we'll go over to the first ban now from Team Illinois. We'll see what they want to get rid of. Of course, both bans can be from the same mod pool, so if a team really doesn't like Hidden, they can just double ban Hidden. If the team really doesn't like Double Time, they can double ban DT. Like, whatever boats your float. I think some of the common bans this week probably gonna be Hidden 2, maybe Hard Rock 2. DT2 has been a really popular ban. A lot of people not wanting to deal with AR 10.3. I believe that was the most popular ban last week. Fremod 2, another one of those kind of gimmicky, grid snap, CS5 Air 8, old map picks. Of course, now we do introduce the Nomad 6, so we're going to have a super gimmicky Nomad, which in this pool is I Am Murloc. We'll see if that one makes it through here. Illinois going to Double Time 4 as their first ban. That's Pop Star. Relatively low BPM. It's only 210 BPM, but some kind of tricky tapping and excuse me, tapping and like linear aim. Gonna see Fremod 2 as the second ban from Maryland. So they do ban both of the low approach rate hidden picks. Hidden 2, Fremod 2, both gone. And we'll see the second ban from Illinois. If they want to go, double tapping bans, they go like a Nomad 2, Nomad 5 ban. They go another double time ban if it's the DT pool that they don't like. We'll see here in just a moment. If a team bans DT4 here, it's kind of hard to tell what that means they don't like. Just because this pool has a decent amount of tapping maps between Nomads 2 and 5, Hard Rock 2, DT3, DT4. So quite a few options to choose from here that this last ban could end up being. It's going to be Nomad 4. So it's going to be the tech pick. Gone. This club is not for you, and this map is not for this match either. So that means we have Hidden 2, Fremod 2 from Maryland, Double Time 4, Nomad 4. Nice little parallel there. 2-2-4-4. And no. Wait, what? Illinois? I'm confused now. They banned Nomad 4, and then they said they were picking Nomad 4, but it was a different member of the team, so now I don't know what's going on. Hopefully one or the other of them explains what's happening here, because Lord knows I don't know. This is a confusing moment here. Alright, well, they're first picking Nomad 2. Okay, all good. It's Nomad 2. Not a problem. Nomad 2, the first pick. So, who likes streams? I know I like streams. Yes, sir. Very bog standard stream map, this one. 3 minutes 15 seconds, 190 BPM. Pretty lengthy streams, but relatively comfortable to play. Nothing like overly difficult about them. Of course, Nomad 2 from OWC. We discussed this the other night. I can't remember if it was round of 16 or quarterfinals, but you know, we get on that topic of custom maps. This is one of the good ones, one of the very solid Nomad 2 custom maps that we've seen over the last year or so. And it's one that has been picked quite a few times in different tournaments for that exact reason, and we are seeing it again here. So we'll be starting off the match with Kama, Svenjing, and Minus for Maryland, Guidon May, Flammy, and Parakeet for Team Illinois. Both these teams trying to make their way through the losers bracket into losers round 3. We'll see who it's going to be, as multiple players have already broken just in the intro. Kama, Minus, and Guidon May all suffering in that first couple hundred combo. Makes it Svenjing versus Flammy and Parakeet, who will be our stream map players. The left-handed supremacy in this lobby appears to be Team Illinois, or at least appears to be Parakeet, I guess. With as long as this map is, and as much combo as there is present in it, we really won't be able to tell a lot about what's going to happen for quite some time, especially as we see repeated breaks from the same people. But with 2 combos to 1 for Maryland, they're going to be in a pretty decent spot. Parakeet has the only FC, but Minus and Kama both almost at 600 combo. We'll be able to bring this gap over to Maryland's side. And I think both these teams would like nothing more than to get off to a good start in this matchup. With how relatively even in skill these teams appear to be on paper, I think anybody getting some momentum to start off the match is going to feel very good about themselves. But man, are players having a lot of trouble with this. Svenjing minus, Buidon May, and Flammy all breaking. It is just Parakeet versus Kama. Couldn't have expected anything different. The best players from both teams going at it here. Parakeet still in the FC. Should be able to bring this score gap back. It's only about 15k. And man, Svenjing is having none of this. He is saying, get me out, guys. Fortunately for Maryland, Buidon May and Flamme are both having a pretty rough go of things. But Parakeet's FC is keeping Maryland honest. If he FCs, it will out-carry, I believe, Kama and Minus, but not by much. So this is going to end up staying very close. But there goes Minus again. The lead will go on over to Illinois. No way, tell a lie, it will not, as Parakeet breaks his full combo. Now it is all on Kama. He is basically uncontested. Flammy and Buidon may combine for about 700 combo, but Kama's at 1250. So maybe he's going to be the one. He's going to be the player that we shouted out, and he's going to be the one carrying on this first pick. Little did Illinois know that Kama is a left-hand player. Boy, if Maryland wins this with a player who doesn't even get 100k, that's going to be a little bit demoralizing for Illinois on their first pick of the match. And it looks ever more likely that that's going to happen because Kama is just carrying this super hard. 735k now, best in lobby by nearly 300,000 points. And we're coming towards the ending. Kama even up over 99%, best accuracy in the lobby by a fair margin. Just above his teammate Minus at 98, and he does it, man. 99% ac. Just the one break at the very beginning of the map, but that is a heck of a carry from Kama, considering he had a teammate who put up a C rank 96k, and they were still able to win the point. That's something else, man. This is actually a Suiji moment when Konyo got like 20k on Xenobeat. Yikes. That's something else, man. But good job to Kama there on that carry performance. And it's a quick pick here from Maryland. They're going into free mod 1 instantly. Ramsing. It's a banger. Y'all are not prepared. So, angry Russian yelling noises intensify. Very, very tricky pick, this one. Premod Tech type beat. Trying to fix something here real quick. We did see the Nomad 4 ban out of Illinois, so maybe not feeling the most comfortable on Tech in this round, which makes this a presumably solid pick for Team Maryland. But with the mod requirements, it gets a lot more difficult. This is a tough map with really either mod. I think this is fairly balanced. I guess probably harder with Hard Rock. But we're gonna find out who's going with which mods, and we'll find out how they do, as it is Kama and just Kama, no mod, interestingly. Svenjing and Tuco, the hidden players for their teams, minus Flammy and Parakeet, all running Hard Rock. So the over mod does come out here for Illinois. Very interesting to see on a pick like this. You would normally anticipate, I think, minimal mods on this, but if Parakeet and Flammy both feel good about Hard Rock, then obviously it's more power to them. Little extra mod multiplier bonus advantage. But as we get underway, we'll see if that ends up paying off for them, or if it is too much of a risk. You know, the overmod I feel trends to seem like it is a bit of a mistake in a lot of cases. And here we go with 2 early breaks for Illinois already. Tuco and Parakeet breaking within the first 200 combo. It's another one of many moderate length picks in this pool. So plenty of time for things to happen. And there are a couple early breaks from Maryland as well. Sven Jing and Minus. So it's just Kama now left against Flammy, but the combo advantage in the favor of Illinois. Sven Jing finding another break. Just past 1/4. Sailing Flammy and Parakeet, as well as Tuco, can all hold on. Flammy does fall. That is the FC for Illinois, but they have a lot of combo on Tuco and Parakeet. Makes up for it. But Tuco with a slider break, and the advantage goes back over to Maryland now. Let's see how long Kama and Minus can hold on to their combo. Kama, the lone FC in the room. Just about halfway through here, the lead in the advantage. Go to Maryland. There's Tuco with a break, traded with Minus. Kama and Sven Jing matching combo, relatively close to matching combo with Parakeet and Flammy. Slight advantage to Maryland. Just a 10,000 point gap. But the Maryland side does have combo advantage by maybe 150, 250. The low ack on Minus and Sven Jing is not helping things out. Neither is that break. Oh my goodness, that's both their combos gone. Kama and Sven Jing fall by the wayside, and Parakeet does too, but Flammy is still on a 400 combo. He's all that there really is in this lobby. 460 combo with Hard Rock, keeping Illinois now in the lead, but Minus hot on his heels. If there's a break from Flammy, Minus has enough combo to take that over as long as it happens soon. Illinois has got to hope that Flammy can keep the combo going to keep this lead alive, as Tuco and Parakeet are having some trouble while Kama and Sven Jing start to build back up. This combo is not very advantaged to Illinois because of all the breaks from Tuco and Parakeet. There is still time for Maryland to mount a last-moment comeback due to the combo they're building up on all 3 of their players. It is just about a 15K lead. Let's see what happens at the very ending here. Just a couple hundred combo to go. Sven Jing finds a break, but Minus and Kama are still alive. Flammy has to hold on for all that he is worth to keep the lead in the favor of Illinois. It's going to be down to the absolute wire. About 10,000 points all that are separating the teams. And it just might end up being enough for Illinois. This is going to be so desperately close, but the score is not changing at all. And Flammy has done a lot of work here. That is a big job for Illinois. Despite breaking on the last note, they take it by 11,000 points. The combo from Kama and from Minus just not quite enough. And we see 2 early break points to start this match off. Goes back over to Illinois to tie it at 1 apiece. Flammy S-rank Hard Rock. The overmod actually working out, which does not seem to happen all that often. That's 635K on Flammy. Good for the top score in the lobby. Now we'll go to the second pick from Illinois. Things level. 1 apiece. Obviously, just a huge number of picks still open. Went with that Nomad 2 on their first map. It did not work out for them. So maybe they go away from the mechanics. Obviously, this early, can't really make a solid, easy prediction in this sort of circumstance. Maybe favoring Hard Rock though on the Illinois side, so you could maybe see something like a Hard Rock 1 or a Hard Rock 3 if they do like Hard Rock in this pool. Or they can go DT and it's going to be double time too. So it will be Life Goes On, which is going to be our AR 10.3 for this week's pool. Two minutes 43 seconds, 255 BPM, 10.3, 6.5 stars. Not overly difficult in any one sense, but it is a fairly balanced type of map. You've got the 255, obviously the BPM requirement, have to be capable of the speed in it. You have to be able to read 10.3, you gotta be able to play some quick bursts and quints, gotta have a little bit of aim. As you'd, I think, kind of expect out of, you know, a mid-round 10.3. It doesn't require too much from any one skill set, it just requires a little bit of everything. But it has that Nomad 1-esque feel. Just faster and at a higher approach rate. As we get the players in and everybody's set up, we're going to see Kama, Stale Human, and Minus for Maryland. Tuco, Flammy, and Parakeet for Illinois. Parakeet, the guy to look out for on anything that's high approach rate. But we feel like we have to expect big things out of Kama. He's been playing well. So in we go. Relatively comfortable aim. It is a Delis set, so you get a little bit of that slightly non-standard patterning, but for the most part, this one, a fairly comfortable map. Flammy's struggling quite a bit in the early stages, though. It's going to be an early lead for Maryland, but not a comfortable one by any means, because you can tell Stale Human having a little bit of trouble with this VPM, or possibly having trouble reading the AR. A lot of late hits, which could be really kind of indicative of a reading problem, just as much as a speed problem. Minus and Kama, though, are going to be the ones to find a break apiece. Tuco finding a break just before, though. So Parakeet with the FC for Illinois, Stale Human for Maryland, and that has gone now as well as Tuco and Flammy's combo. So it is Parakeet versus the world. As you'd expect, a 1v5 from the high skill cat player. Let's see how it goes. He's going to bring this gap back over pretty quickly here as we reach the middle half of the map. Middle third. It's going to bring that gap down. It's going to give Illinois the lead. Tuco having some trouble now for Illinois, 93% hack. Not able to establish a combo, but this is just all about Parakeet, who appears to be about the only one super comfortable with this in the team. Flammy is, though, reestablishing some combo. If Parakeet finds a break, there is some combo in both Kama and Minus, but you just gotta figure that the guy is incredibly comfy on this sort of thing. Just under 700k for Parakeet. Gives a pretty decent lead to Illinois, especially with Kama finding that break right before the break in the song. Minus and Stale Human trying to keep Maryland in touch, especially with all the problems Tuco has been having, but Flammy on a pretty decent combo and Parakeet on an FC should be enough for Illinois to be in a comprehensive position here. That's gonna do it. Mr. Parakeet, the high skill cap player in the lobby, best at speed and DT of these guys, puts on his carry pants. Top scores by 400k. Gives Illinois a 2-1 lead on their own pick. So now go to the second pick for Maryland. Free Mod 1 didn't go so well for them on their first pick. Plenty of options. Hidden 1, Hidden 3, Hard Rock 1 through 3. Free Mod 3. I want to see some Free Mod 3. That'd be cool. No Mod 6 would be neat. Hard Rock 3 is going to be the pick. So we will get ourselves a little Honey Paganda. I hope everyone is ready for some Akatsuki records. This is quite the song. I hope everybody's just ready for some excellent music. This is quite tricky, actually. The rhythms in it are a little bit complex. Only 180 BPM, but this whole song just feels awkward. To be honest, I don't mind Akatsuki records. I don't really like this singer for Akatsuki records, but I like Akatsuki records. How's that for a take? We'll just go with that. I think that's fair, to be honest. And in we're gonna go. It's gonna be Kama Svenjing and minus. Maryland's kind of core 3, it feels like. Tuco, Flammy, and Parakeet. Likewise for Illinois. Maryland looking to tie things back up. Illinois won their second pick. Why can't they too? It feels a little interesting to pick Hard Rock into Illinois, who overmodded Hard Rock on the free mod and typically are fairly comfortable on the mod. But Maryland no slouches when it comes to really any mod. A fairly well-rounded team, all told. So I think this one should be a pretty closely fought map. First break is going to be from Tuco. Fell behind on those streams. Parakeet lost a lot of accuracy as well. There's those awkward rhythms coming into play already with these 1/3 triples. You can see everybody's act suffering a bit because of it, except for Flammy, remarkably, was still at 99% through 350 combo. All three from Maryland do find breaks, though, shortly thereafter, so it's going to be Flammy and Parakeet. Flammy at 97, Parakeet with 91 accuracy. Illinois, though, in a considerable amount of combo advantage. 475, just about to hit 500 combo on both Flammy and Parakeet. Tuco at about 270, not doing too badly. We'll see how much of a lead they can take. That intro is fairly extended, so I mean, by the time you get to this part of the map, you're already almost halfway through it. We'll go into the next Ki and see how everybody feels. Flammy with a little bit of an under aim. That was unfortunate, because this is basically still free combo. Not a sort of place you want to break. Fortunately, Illinois is still doing all right for themselves as a whole. And into this chorus we're going to go. Let's see how everybody does on those triples. And not well is the answer for Tuco as he finds a break. It is just now Parakeet trying to hold things together for Illinois. All three members of Maryland have held through this entire section while Tuco and Flammy are falling apart. Illinois luckily established a 100k lead, but that's going to become very minimal here. Let's see how long Maryland can hold on to try and bring this back to their side. We did see the break from Svenjing, down at 88%, not having the best of time, but Tuco and Flammy continuing to find more and more breaks. The lead just about 60,000 points now. Kama and Minus doing a lot of work for their team. Parakeet doing everything in his power, but he is not that far ahead of them in terms of combo, and his accuracy is not helping things either, so that score gap is going to continue to come down. It's about 1,500 combo for Kama and Minus, which does exceed that of Parakeet. Lead slowly but surely dwindling to about 40k. Is there enough time, though, is going to be the question. If Parakeet continues to hold on. Oh, but Tuco and Flammy both break at a bad time. That's going to give Maryland even more combo advantage. This may just come back the last second. There it goes, flipping on over. Let's see if Kama and Minus can hold on to it in the last seconds. Minus does find a break. Parakeet has enough combo to keep this back to the Illinois side in the last moments here. This is going to be very close. Tuco and Flammy are having a lot of trouble. There goes Fenjing, and it's just Kama. Parakeet with the combo for Illinois, and it is not quite enough. It is 400 points. No, I lie. It is not 400 points. The client has lied to us. The final margin of victory, a somewhat more pedestrian 3,000 points. It was not so close as the client would have us believe, unfortunately. Kama had a 743K, not a 740K. Thank you very much, OSU Tournament client, for continuously ruining moments like this. Unbelievable that it's 2021 and we're still getting baited like that. I mean, obviously, 3,000 points, still ridiculously close, but 300, like, 400 points is like, 400 points versus 3,000 points is just a whole different thing, you know what I'm saying? I just want the client to display the right score. I don't know why that's so much to ask. Two to two goes the score. Both teams able to take their second pick after both dropping their first pick. You feel for Parakeet, man. If he could just act that map a little bit better. I mean, 93% EFC with 907K, just a few fewer 100s, and that might be an Illinois break point. But at the same time, just barely holding on were Kama and Minus. And now we're going to go into another double time pick. It's going to be DT number 3. Dada ZTS LOL? Anybody? Dada ZTS? Yomitsu Hirasaka Corruption, Forgery difficulty. A 203 BPM stream DT pick. I guess technically not ZTS because it's minus 45, and I still don't understand the intricacies of like how those artists are related, but you know. And in we go. Kama, still human minus against Buidonmei, Flammy, and Parakeet. I feel like I would have expected Leotic for Maryland, unless he's just not here. But we'll see how this one goes. You know, Illinois first picked Nomad 2 and lost it. This one is a bit higher BPM, of course. But functionally, you know, you're still getting fair amount of stream action going on. So we'll have to see if that higher BPM translates into a higher win probability for Team Illinois on their own pick here. Once again, watching Flammy, watching Parakeet, I think Buidonmei had a ton of trouble with that Nomad. But maybe things will go better for him here after that first early break. We'll find out. Kama missing early on too. He was the hero of Nomad 2 for Maryland. Maybe he won't be the hero of DT2, or DT3, excuse me. So 2 FCs to 2. Accuracy in favor of Illinois by just a little bit on the FCs. Steel Human dropping a fair amount, down to 94%. Kama trying to make up for it, as well as Minus. Parakeet with a big 100 stream, and he's going to find a slider break. I believe, assuming that wasn't Bancho, it was a slider break on the slider stream there for Parakeet. That is a bad spot to find a combo break if you are Team Illinois, because Minus, Steel Human, and Kama all held through there. And we're just death streaming 200 BPM for, or 210 BPM here for quite some time. Parakeet falling off. Minus and Stale Human make it almost all the way through. Stale Human broke. I believe he may have undertapped the last note of the stream, but Minus managed to hold on. The only one to FC that entire stream section for Maryland. Buidonme managing to FC it for Illinois. But that's going to be a decent combo lead for Maryland and about 100k score advantage. Still half the map to go, though. A lot of time in this one. Tricky to aim triples. Buidonme and Minus both break. The longest combo for each team. Now it's combo advantage Illinois. Combo with about 500, but Parakeet and Flammy until the break from Flammy there. So now it's Kama trying to hold on to things for Maryland by about a 100 combo lead over Parakeet. See what these guys have left in the tank. A third of the map to go. Their stamina has to be pretty drained by now. This map does not like to let up. Kama looking calm. Parakeet as well. It's just not going to be much that the side of Illinois can do here towards the ending. The lead 200,000 points for Maryland. Flam and Buidonme both finding late breaks. That's really going to do it, unfortunately, for Illinois. Minus with the big early combo. Combo with the big late combo. Parakeet did what he could for Illinois, but 502k is not going to be enough to bring home the bacon. Minus is 762, 763k. Doing a lot of work there for Team Maryland. And they will take the pick and the break point. 3-2 goes the score. Kama and Minus. Those carries once again for Team Maryland. And now the pick to Maryland. See if we can get a consolidated break point. Last time they got a break point, they lost it on their next pick. Maybe this time will be different. Misclick here. Of course, a reminder that this is match number 33. And we have still not seen a tiebreaker in this tournament. So maybe here and now, maybe first match of the week in what appears to be a very tightly contested matchup between Maryland and Illinois we're watching. Maybe this is the one to finally show us a TB. Maybe it's going to be the Kali tiebreaker method instead of one of the other refs infamous for tiebreakers like Yaz or K. And we're gonna stay in the speed/stamina skill set. Maryland is gonna pick into Nomad 5. Temptation. Another one of those OWC picks being re-chosen here in USC. 235 BPM, 3-minute stamina map. From OWC quarterfinals Nomad 5 by Zelq. Just another pure, unrelenting stamina maps. Looks like going to be seeing the same rosters here, unsurprisingly, going from stream map into stream map. Kama Stale Human Minus for Maryland, Buidonme, Flammy, and Parakeet for Illinois. Will Maryland be able to hold on, consolidate the break point for a 4-2 lead? Or does Illinois have what it takes to get the break right back once again and keep this match level? You're going to lean a lot on Parakeet and Flammy once again. Buidonme the first to break. Stale Human the first to break. It feels like both these teams kind of have two players for these types of maps, and the third does the best they can. but they're typically pretty distant in the scores. Minus, though, finding an early break as well, so it's going to start with the lead on the Illinois side once again. Flammy and Parakeet, the dynamic duo for Team Illinois, who seem to be comboing the most. Maryland may be saying this is just a comma map, though. There's Minus once again has already found 2 breaks early on here. Not even 500 combo in. And there goes Still Human. Flammy, though, luckily for Maryland, trades one of those breaks back. So Buidonmei and Parakeet make that just Parakeet as Buidonmei falls by the wayside. So Kama versus Parakeet. Kama on the accuracy advantage, just now dropping his first 100. It is, though, an 80,000 point lead for Illinois. Maryland does have their work cut out for them to bring this one back as we're already halfway through, and Still Human is going to find another break. It's going to need to be another break or two from Illinois for Maryland to have much of a chance here, no matter what Kama does. Minus has to hold on as well. There goes Flammy. That was what Maryland needed. See what Parakeet and Buidonmei can do. There goes Buidonmei as well. It's just Parakeet with combo now for Illinois. And Kama is matching the Parakeet FC, which means Minus is free to fly here to try and bring some of this score back down into Maryland's favor. Still about a 50,000 point lead for the Illinois squad. But the combo advantage in favor of Maryland by about 400 on that second player. Buidonmei for Illinois, though, is about 100,000 points in front of Still Human. That's big for that advantage to still remain attacked. Let's see what happens now. We get into some guitar solo. These streams just get more and more difficult. High BPM, high stamina. Who has the best resolve? Whose left hand is the strongest? Will we see a break out of any of these FCs, any of these big combos in this part of the map? The answer is no. Still Human, though, continuing to have trouble. There goes Buidonmei, but there goes Kama as well. That is disaster for Maryland as Minus breaks also. This one's just going to go right to Illinois now, just the ending to come, and they just won the map right there with those 2 breaks. Parakeet and Flammy are going to bring this one on in. Flammy does finally find a break, but Parakeet, using that skill set that he is so known for, the speedy player, the high skill cap player, the mechanics carry of Team Illinois, comes in for the Nomad 5, and he is putting on a performance here that is just unstoppable. And that is going to do it for Illinois. They take the point. They take the break point right back. We are tied up immediately once again at 3-3. The unfortunate S rank for Kama, but I don't think it would have been enough regardless, even with an FC. It would have been quite close, but Parakeet with the FC to match and better backing score between Flammy and Buidonmei. Still Human once again, unfortunately not having the best of time. A little bit of third player syndrome. Doing the best he can, obviously putting up 236k, but a distant third by over 100,000 points does not help the cause, unfortunately, for Team Maryland. That was just huge from Parakeet, man. That was exactly what Illinois needed. So we've now had two break points per team, one point per team. Wonder, pick strategy needs to be adjusted here maybe a little bit for these teams. Just doesn't feel like the maps they're picking are quite working out for them. I would expect maybe a double time 1 here from Illinois. Just run through the DT pool. So I don't think you go Nomad 3. I think you definitely don't go Nomad 6. And yeah, it's just going to be DT1. All right. No real shock there, I don't think, to anyone. This is our last of the DT picks. It's 225 BPM, making it just a bit slower than the Double Time 2 map. Sheltered and Abandoned. It's collab insane. And it's Russian mapping. Somebody send comma the forum read forum post.gif, please. Because yes, you can in fact you can double pick just like you can double ban. Anyway, DT1 Russian style aim mapping. So slightly awkward patterning, relatively long as well. A lot of long maps in this pool. This one is 3 minutes, which is for a DT pick, especially when there's, you know, a DT pick that's also 3 minutes and a DT that's 2 minutes 43. Like, this DT pool just kind of takes a while to go through other than DT4. But we're going to see if Parakeet can once again go off because he was the big carry for them on DT2. Tuco back in for Buidon Man, this one for Illinois. Stale Human staying in with comma and minus. Flammy Parakeet, of course, still in for Illinois. Parakeet is going to be the first one to break after Stale Human for Maryland. One miss per team. Slight combo advantage for Maryland, but not a lot. It's going to stay close. A little bit of this, a little lag here. Hopefully that'll sort itself. Ooh, it's a break from Steel Human as well as comma. Tuco, though, breaking for Illinois, keeps Maryland in hopes and dreams intact on this pick. They could have run away with quite a score lead with a 3-man combo still alive. See how long Flamin can keep up his FC. A little bit ahead of minus in terms of combo. There goes the break. Okay. So Parakeet with the longest combo on the side of Illinois, 330. Minus at 500 combo. Will bring the score gap down. We'll take the lead over. What? Comma and Steel Human just broke in the slow part. What? Oh my god, a 3-way combo reset from Illinois. That little bit of aim is actually way trickier than you would expect it to be. All 3 from Illinois breaking in the same spot. Now it is all minus all the time here. Let's see how long he can hold on. That is going to be so important for Maryland if they want to keep this lead intact. There go Parakeet and Tuco once again. But minus does find a slider break. So there goes the big advantage that Maryland had. It is now a dead even race. There is no combo on anyone. Nobody able to make it through that section. The third quarter of the map was really not kind to any of these guys. And a slow slider, I told people during the showcase, don't get slow slidered there. Tuco, Parakeet, minus Steel Human all got slow slidered there. Oh, you hate to see it, man. You tell them not to get slow slidered very explicitly, and they get slow slidered anyway. Oh, man, it's combo advantage ever so slightly to Illinois, but I just don't know if it's going to matter because I don't think there's enough time or combo left in this one. Combo has about a 250 combo for Maryland. There goes Parakeet, which means that this is going to be another break point. This is our 7th map, and this is about to be our 5th break point. Really interesting how this match is proceeding. But well done to Maryland, once again taking the point from their opponent, but sooner or later, somebody has to be able to win their own pick. It has to happen eventually. That score for 700k for minus, quite a solid one. Next best, 558, 554 from Flammy and from comma. The S rank on minus, it was unfortunately just that slider break in the middle. This map really just, I don't know. A lot of people got slow slidered and a lot of people got slow parted. I don't know, there's a real term for that. But, yeah, a bunch of slow part misses. That slow part, actually, the aim in it is a little bit deceptive. But still. The slow slider was the more depressing part because that kind of indicates that, like, maybe they didn't practice it or maybe they just didn't remember it. Hard to say. In the end, it didn't really matter because everyone broke, so the combo was, you know, just reset kind of across the board. But still, you never know. If one or two people had held, you know. But onward we go. 4-3, the lead for Maryland. And their own pick. This will be their second to last. This is a big one because I didn't realize so much of the Nomad 1 background is green also. That's kind of funny. Anyway, it's going to be Free Mod 3 is going to be their selection. I think a logical one after winning DT1 and also after winning on, you know, kind of the streamier picks. This one, it's a banger for starters, but one of the harder maps in the pool with Hard Rock. It says 6.9 stars with Hard Rock, which is the highest starting map in the pool by a full 0.1. And we're gonna see some interesting things here, it looks like. Ninja Fortnite coming in for his first map of the match. Flammy Flammy moves slots. He's been in the same slot the entire match. Kama, Minus, and Flammy have just been in the same place the entire time. We got really used to them all being there. This is so sad. You know, shoutouts to Ninja Fortnite, like the actual Ninja. I was a mod in his chat in the Halo Reach days, man. Those were the good old days. Holy cow. That was a long time ago. And it's gonna be Tuco as the third. So Illinois are gonna run the hardest map in the pool without their highest skill cap player in Parakeet. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's a little questionable. We're gonna have to see how Ninja Fortnite does. I don't know that I like this from Illinois though. I feel like you have to have Parakeet in for everything. Ninja Fortnite in over Parakeet. Hopefully he does well. I'm obviously second guessing them. I hope he performs because he's going to need to. I think this is a pretty tough map. Like a lot of people are going to struggle, especially on the big aim sections with Hard Rock. It is going to be minus Hard Rock and Flammy for Illinois. So a couple of the main Hard Rock players in here. Still Human hidden for Maryland, with Tuco in hidden on Illinois, which makes Kama and Ninja Fortnite the Nomad players. And I've got to say, the Nomad gang on this map is going to be so important because this is very difficult with both mods. You can already see what's happening in the beginning here. All four of the mod players, or excuse me, 3 out of the 4 mod players have broken already. Only Flammy holding on to the Hard Rock FC for Illinois through the intro. Kama and Ninja Fortnite both holding the FCs for their respective teams. That Nomad carry. You know, we've seen a lot of top skill cap teams running this kind of strat where you have the best player on Nomad and you just expect an FC out of them, or at least very close to it. And it can often prove to be an incredibly important one. These patterns can be so tricky. Those linear jumps, the big aim, everything in this just doesn't let up. But this is, relatively speaking, a little more comfortable. You know, besides requiring kind of a skill cap for basic mechanics, it is somewhat comfortable in the terms of the mapping style. There goes Minus and Still Human. Tuco as well for Illinois. Ninja Fortnite and Flammy still on the FCs for Illinois. Kama, the only FC left on Maryland's side, and the lead goes to 100k quickly. This is going to get interesting here. Maryland's going to be in a very rough spot as long as those 2 FCs stay alive. What do Flammy and Ninja Fortnite have in store for us the rest of the way? Can Kama continue the FC because it is dearly needed as Minus is really struggling? And Still Human not having a great time either. He breaks. There's a miss though. Tuco and Flammy both Kama resetting, so now it is Nomad versus Nomad, Kama versus Ninja Fortnite, but Illinois had already established a 180,000 point lead for themselves, and that's going to be tough for Maryland to do anything about. Just get out in front, establish a lead on kind of the easier portion of the map. Some more breaks coming in, minus Tuco and Flammy missing some more. Lead about 160,000 points. It's coming down, but not quickly enough for Maryland's liking. They're going to need Stale Human and minus to hold, and obviously, Kama's FC needs to go without saying. And they have to hope that Ninja Fortnite finds a break, too. That would be crucial. Oh, and minus and Stale Human both break on the 1/3. So does Tuco. But crucially, Ninja Fortnite holds. And there's just not a lot that Kama can do. He's putting up the top score, but Ninja Fortnite is matching the FC, which is going to keep the overall score in favor of Illinois. And Ninja Fortnite and Kama both hold on that tricky little space stream. I think that's basically going to do it with Ninja Fortnite holding there. There's just not going to be enough points. Wait a minute. There are enough points, excuse me. Ninja Fortnite finds an untimely break. Tuco and Flammy have some combo, but not a lot of score. No, Flammy finds a break as well. Wait a minute. There's 130K of an advantage for Illinois, but look at the score from Kama. He's at 780K. He has enough score left in the bank to try and bring this gap back. It's about 80,000 points and dropping. Tuco and Flammy are having a lot of trouble. Stale Human has a 400 combo. This might just come back over in the very ending. It's going to be so close. This is coming down. Is it coming down fast enough? 5K is all the gap. It is. It goes over to Maryland, and they're going to hold their own pick if they can hold out for just another couple seconds. Combo finds the break at the end, so does Stale Human. But they've got enough into the ending because there's no combo on Illinois, and Maryland is going to, just by the skin of their teeth, escape with the free mod pick, and they take a 5-3 lead for match point in their favor. That was so huge from Kama to just hold on another 200 combo after Ninja Fortnite fell. Tuco and Flammy just having quite a bit of trouble in that ending, not being able to build up much score. Matching 337Ks for Stale Human and minus, but just hats off to Kama, 918K on the map. Nearly an FC, just a one miss in the last couple hundred combo, and managed to carry his team and made the comeback real. And now Maryland, match point. This could be the last pick of the tournament for Illinois. This is the most important pick of this entire tournament for Illinois. If they lose this one, they are done. If they win this one, they force Maryland into last pick. And then we might see a tiebreaker. And the interesting thing is, I have to think that Maryland is favored on the tiebreaker after winning Nomad 2. Well, yeah, Nomad 5, though. It's a close one. That's a close one. Let's just wait and see what happens here. What's the pick going to be from Illinois? They have Nomad 136. I don't think it's any of those. Hard Rock 1, maybe. Okay, nope. It's going to be Nomad 1. They're going aim game. Oh, this has a preview in this. That's cool. They're going to go aim gaming for Illinois. Second highest starting map in the pool, 6.8 star Nomad 1. It's about 3.5 minutes long. 200 and change BPM aim map. But it is the Nomad 1 alert. No. Kama Stale Human minus. Parakeet coming in to replace Tuco. Ninja Fortnite and Flammy. The name of the game is No Mod Aim. Who might be the hero of the moment? You see another big showing from Kama for Maryland to bring this one home? Or do we maybe see Ninja Fortnite? Who knows? He looked good until that ending on the previous map. Maybe Parakeet, the skill cap player. Less room for error on this type of map, I think, because you're not going to see those very low scores that you did on the last pick. You know, it gives you a little room to work with if there's 300k on the mod players, but when everybody's going to be probably putting up a pretty reasonable score, the acceptable margin for misses becomes a lot smaller. You get the early break from minus, first couple hundred combo. It's not going to affect the score too much. But we start to see some of these big aim patterns, and we get another break for Maryland. Still Human falling. Meanwhile, the three-way still intact for Illinois. There goes Ninja Fortnite, but it's traded. Worse for Illinois than for Maryland, but it's not the end of the world because they do still have 2 FCs to 1. Parakeet and Flammy casually holding on to the FCs for quite some time. Flammy does finally break. It is about a 70k lead for Illinois, with a combo now in favor of Maryland. Combo once again trying to put in that carry play. Still Human having some trouble yet again. He has not had the greatest match, unfortunately, but the combo lead is still on Maryland's side by just a small margin. And that score is going to reflect it. It's very close. There go Parakeet and Ninja Fortnite. There's no combo on the side of Illinois at all. Pine is missed, but Kama now in a position once again to give his team an opportunity to close out the match. He is still on a very, let's just say a very high accuracy play and leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that and let him do his thing. We're going to watch everybody else. The lead tenuous at best for Maryland, about 50k. Still a third of the map to come. A lot of time in this one. And if Still Human continues missing, the backup combos can kind of rain on Kama's parade here. Minus doing what he can as the backup. Parakeet, Flammy, Ninja Fortnite all at 250 or so combo. And there's a break from Kama. But Flammy and Ninja Fortnite both finding breaks as well. There goes -2. Oh my goodness. So it is now Parakeet. 100k down. Does he have enough time, combo, and score left to bring this gap down? I don't know if he does, but if Maryland struggles a lot in this ending, then it may happen. And that's exactly what's happening. Still Human and Minus cannot get a combo going, but it's still 70,000. I don't know. I just can't tell if there's enough time now. Still Human is really committed to the inting at this point. But it's going to be about everybody else. It's going to be about the teammates, Kama and Minus, how well they can hold on to at least a little bit of combo to try and stave off Parakeet, who is FCing this ending. We're coming down to the wire here. It's only about 15,000 points. Ninja Fortnite finds a break, but Flammy has some combo too. You have to remember, this is about 10,000 is all that's left, and it's not enough. 15k, the final margin of victory, and Maryland once again just by the thinnest of margins, the narrowest of margins, the razor's edge they rode throughout that match, and they just managed to hold on once again, and they escape with the closest 6-3 win you are ever going to see. That was a very, very close match from every angle. Kama, man, 721k on the closer on Nomad 1 comes in clutch. And Maryland are the victors. They will advance onward into losers bracket round 3. And most likely, I believe, we'll be seeing Michigan, who are slated to play against a weakened Connecticut roster tomorrow. So as we take a look here at our losers bracket, that's the first of those losers bracket round 2 matches done with. You can see Michigan versus Connecticut, the matchup that Maryland will be waiting for. And so, that's going to do it for tonight. Our just one match of the evening. Maryland eliminates Illinois by a 6-3 final score. Advances onward to losers round 3 on Sunday. So thank you guys for watching. Congratulations to Maryland. Thank you to Kali, the referee. Well played to both teams in what was really one of the closest matches that we've seen in this tournament. Honestly, despite the 6-3 final score, that was about as hard fought as you're going to see. We will be back with you tomorrow, 20 UTC, 4 p.m. Eastern, for a pretty big block. We're going to have 4 p.m. New York versus Nevada, 5 p.m. Pennsylvania versus Minnesota, 6 p.m. Georgia versus Stateless, 7 p.m. Michigan versus Connecticut. So a 4-match long block tomorrow through the day. Be there or be square, because we're going to have, I think, some very competitive ones. I do think a couple of those might be a little one-sided, but I do think Georgia versus Stateless should be a very good one. Michigan versus Connecticut, depending on who ends up showing up from Connecticut, could be a pretty good one. And then the late matches are going to be great. Arizona versus Washington, 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and NorCal versus Massachusetts, 11:30 tomorrow night, the first of our winners quarterfinals. Those are both going to be great matches. I am very, very sure of that. NorCal has looked really strong. Massachusetts likewise looked really good. Arizona, Washington, a rematch from last year of two teams that are typically pretty close competitors. Definitely will want to be there for those. To that end, if you have not already, make sure you're following the stream. Make sure you're in the Discord so you know when those stream announcements come out. Take a look on the sheet for the schedule. Everything is listed out there. And until tomorrow, congratulations, Maryland. Thank you for being here. Have a great night.